Hey les gens, c'est Lena, j'espère que vous allez bien et aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour une nouvelle vidéo sur Genshin Impact. Nous allons continuer les quêtes d'Archon comme on fait maintenant sur la chaîne. Voilà, tout ça, ça s'est arrangé. Maintenant je ne fais plus les events sur ma chaîne, c'est sur ma chaîne Twitch, sur mon Twitch quand j'ai du temps, quand je le peux. Voilà, donc c'est pas à toutes les occasions, mais voilà. Donc cette fois-ci, on continue directement après Fontaine. Et donc on a une quête. Alors la quête s'est démarrée toute seule quand j'étais allée à Sumeru, je crois. Et donc du coup, on est allé voir Catherine. Et Catherine nous a parlé d'une mission un peu délicate. Je crois que c'était un truc sur une personne disparue. Donc là, je suis arrivée au village et Paimon a commencé à parler. Donc je vais me taire et la laisser continuer.
If this commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be, we're gonna need to carry out a very detailed investigation.
Ok. Un commerçant.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermara Village.
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all.
Ok.
To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
Ouais, c'était ça, c'était une personne qui avait disparu.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Ah bon?
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions.
Qu'est-ce que tu peux dire d'autre du coup?
I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know? We just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
Ok, un peu chelou quand même.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village is pretty fond of him. We wouldn't have issued that commission otherwise. There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day. I just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
No, he's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village? There's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Huh. All right, thanks for the information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Ok. Ouais, c'est weird du coup jusque-là.
It's that guests I hear.
Oui.
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's so very kind of you. With your help, I trust that young man's case is in good hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
Of course. I'm happy to help any way I can. With my failing eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance. But I do remember hearing the sound of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty.
C'est quand même très étrange parce que genre personne ne l'a décrit physiquement. Donc lui il a une excuse, voilà, enfin il a une raison quoi. Mais personne ne l'a décrit physiquement. Et les gens ont l'air de pas se souvenir de grand chose. Ils ont aucune info sur lui, famille, passé, ou quoi que ce soit. Trop chelou.
I don't think his parents are still living in the village. but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others. He would often take time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open ears. He always knew just what to say. As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities. But he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
Mais par pitié, on n'a pas eu de nom. Il faut nous dire au moins le nom.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my age really has caught up with me this time.
Il y a un truc chelou. Personne n'a su dire son nom. Quand même, une personne que tu vois fréquemment, enfin, forcément tu connais son nom.
Ah, it's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
Là, Paimon, je sais pas trop où chercher les indices. Hein. On dirait que le mec est mystique.
Well, Traveler, what do you think?
Anguille sous roche.
Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
C'est quelqu'un qui n'existe que dans les souvenirs des gens.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
The fuck?
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one. Someone who only exists in people's memories?
C'est genre l'inverse de se passer de l'Hormone Soul. C'est quoi ce truc? C'est se foutre dans l'Hormone Soul mais de n'avoir jamais existé. Ouais, voilà. Trop chelou.
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Oui.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me. There's a place I'd like to show you.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child.
Oh.
I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Ouais, je comprends.
Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Ouais, il y avait aussi quelqu'un de ma famille, mais maintenant je suis entourée de beaucoup d'amis.
Aww.
Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well, I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me.
que c'est que ça?
No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me.
Tout le monde le décrit comme vrai, comme pur.
Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him.
Il y a vraiment un truc. Soit les gens ont oublié quand il est parti, donc c'est peut-être une organisation ou une personne, des personnes, un groupe, peu importe, qui l'ont peut-être enlevé ou un truc comme ça et qui ont réussi à... Ouais, mais qui pourrait manipuler comme ça les souvenirs collectifs? Quelqu'un qui a accès à l'Human Soul? Je sais pas.
No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Jamais existé, je pense pas qu'il aurait jamais existé. À quoi ça servirait que genre d'avoir créé une fausse personne dans le Soul? Dans tous les cas, il y a un truc. Avoir créé une fausse personne pour donner des faux souvenirs aux gens, donc de trucs qui n'ont jamais eu lieu, ou bien ouais non, un truc qui a fait oublier les gens quand il a été enlevé pour pas qu'il y ait des indices, pour pas qu'on le retrouve quoi.
Wow. You two must have been really close.
Ma main a coupé qu'elle saura quand même pas dire son nom.
Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore. I didn't know whether that meant they had left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Ok, bon, c'est un truc déjà.
Still not much to go off of.
On peut pas en faire grand chose.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help.
Non, si après, voilà.
The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Non. Non, 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 non. Il y a un truc. J'ai tilté un peu plus. J'ai été plus lente. J'ai fait une duo là, clairement. Mais non, non, ouais. C'est loin d'être un cas de disparition ordinaire. Ce qu'Atosa vient de nous dire pourrait bien être la clé pour résoudre ce mystère.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange?
Alors, je suis totalement paumée là dans les quêtes, mais cette quête, c'est pas une quête intermède où on va de nouveau être confronté à l'abîme, à Kanria, Dainsleif, notre frère. Si, il y a un truc. Il y a un truc. Abîme.
The Abyss Order. Could they
ouais,
be the
ouais.
ones behind all of this?
Ah, putain.
Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick,
Shit.
get ready to fight!
Allez, cassez la gueule. Oh, mais il y en a plein!
Now you shall perish!
Behold!
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Que fait l'ordre de l'abîme ici?
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately.
Ever, qu'est-ce que tu fais?
They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, We should head back and check out the situation in Vimara Village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
Ouais.
Wait a second. That person... It's Dainsleif!
Let's go! Let's go! Oh. Ah, ok, s'il est là, c'est qu'il y a vraiment un truc.
Ah, it's you two.
Ça faisait longtemps, putain! Enfin!
Oh, a friend of yours?
C'est vrai que quand même, genre, les gens de Tevad, en voyant Dainsleif, ils doivent être en mode...
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later!
Sa tenue est pas du tout, du coup, une des 7 nations actuelles.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
Il doit se poser des questions quand il le voit.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Mais j'adore la tenue de Dainsleif, elle est incroyable.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose?
On est aussi sur leur piste, mais c'est une croissance.
No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place.
Oh oui.
The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area. Or worse, their plan could already be in motion.
Il s'est déjà passé un truc. Il s'est déjà passé un truc là, clairement.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
Y a pas que ça.
As things stand, I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Oui, ce que les villageois peuvent nous dire à ce sujet, ensuite ce sera à vous de répondre à nos questions.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you.
Oui, parce qu'on a toujours des questions de la dernière fois, hein.
Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Je m'en souviens très bien, vu qu'au moment où je tourne cette vidéo, je viens de faire le montage de la dernière quête en relation avec Canria, Dainsleif, etc. Et c'était Carrie Bear, donc on nous avait laissé sur quelques questions encore. Hein. Oh, une pleine lune.
Ah. So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly churl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Ah ouais, maintenant à toi.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Honnêtement, on pourrait dire que non. Parce qu'il était en mode, ok, moi j'ai fait là ce que t'es en train de faire, donc le tour de Tevat. Il a fini du côté de l'abîme. Et il nous avait clairement dit, quand toi aussi t'auras fait tout le voyage, tu auras fini le voyage, tu comprendras. Mais je suis désolée, bon, de se battre comme ça, enfin, de finir en conflit comme ça à cause d'un truc, le mec... il explique rien. Alors, il y a sûrement des trucs tellement mind-blowing que ça va être dur à croire ou à expliquer. Mais bon, essaye au moins. Donc, je dirais d'une certaine façon.
I sense hesitation in your words.
Voilà.
After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile.
Oh.
Irreparable damage has not yet been done.
Non, je pense pas non plus. C'est juste que, genre...
The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation.
Ok.
His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary.
Wow.
I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Non. C'est pas vrai. C'est... Oh non, c'est horrible.
Your brother?
Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé à Canria à l'époque?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Canria.
Ok, lore. Putain. The 5 sinners of Canria.
The wise, Roptatyr. The visionary, Vedrfolnir. Gold, Rhindaughter. The foul, Sertologi. And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Alors oui, je savais que Rhindaughter ou Gold était de Canria, etc. Mais comment ça, c'est une des pécheresses, genre... Enfin, c'est une pécheresse, c'est... Elle fait partie des pêcheurs. Mais attends, c'est quoi les pêcheurs? Parce que... Donc, c'est des Canriens, du coup. What the fuck, je suis... Je mange le lore, là, je le mange. Alors, du coup, ce sont des Canriens. Par exemple, du coup... Vedrfolnir, je saurais pas le reprononcer pour le moment. C'était comment, s'il te plaît, Dainsleif?
His name is Vedrfolnir.
Vedrfolnir, lui, c'est son frère aîné. Rhindaughter vient de Canria aussi, venait de Canria aussi. Mais les Canriens en eux-mêmes, donc on a appris qu'il y avait la famille des nobles, eux ont tous été maudits avec de l'immortalité. Dainsleif, Clothar Alberic, voilà, toute cette lignée. Donc ça veut dire que du coup, forcément, ça doit sûrement être des gens comme ça. Donc il y a les nobles. Après, il y avait les Hillitchers, en fait, c'est les étrangers, donc ceux qui n'étaient pas de base de la nation de Canria, donc qui sont venus, juste qui vivaient là, en paix. Donc c'était vraiment tout un groupe d'innocents qui, eux, ont été aussi cursed, mais à devenir des j'arrive pas à le dire en français, donc des Hillitchers. Et après, il y a les 5 pêcheurs qui ont trahi Canria, mais du coup, ouais, ils ont été sûrement aussi... C'est pas des Hillitchers, forcément. Ils ont dû être aussi, du coup, de la famille des nobles, donc devenus immortels. Donc ouais, c'est pas des pêcheurs pour genre les Heavenly Principles. C'est pas des pêcheurs pour Célestia. C'est des pêcheurs pour les Canriens parce que, voilà, ils ont trahi la nation et la famille, du coup. Donc, Dainsleif, etc. C'est mon interprétation pour le moment.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Ok, mais attends, je savais pas que Rhindaughter était une pécheresse, genre. Elle a trahi Canria et Dainsleif. C'est quoi ce délire? Rappelle, Rhindaughter, celle qui a créé Albedo, Durin et tout ça. Ah putain.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master.
Ah oui. Ah oui.
And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
Tout est lié. S'il dit la vérité, les stèles qu'on a trouvées dans les ruines de Fontaine... Oh là 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 là. Ok, ça part un peu trop loin pour moi, j'arrive pas très bien à me souvenir, mais je vois de manière
They were
générale.
once people of great esteem in Canria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation.
Mais c'est pas
They were the
vrai.
best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us. Together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy. And for that, they shall never have my forgiveness.
Ouais, ok. Ensuite, mon frère est entré en contact avec le...
Indeed. If they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world.
Mais au secours! C'est énorme, genre. Ça a dû être difficile pour vous de parler de ce sujet, merci là.
Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Alors, ça remonte. Mais merci du
Oh,
rappel.
Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Waouh! Ah ouais!
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward.
Ah ouais.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Arrêtez de vouloir créer des dieux. Ça ne te finit jamais bien. Arrêtez.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
D'accord.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable.
Ok.
My recent investigation has shown that Abyss Order activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Une chose circule dans les souvenirs.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village, the person who seems to exist only in people's memories, could it be connected?
Les souvenirs, les lignes énergétiques, les fils du destin. La personne disparue qui n'a pas l'air d'exister. Quel est le rapport entre tous ces éléments? Je
It's
pense
certainly
qu'on va-
possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Putain, c'est incroyable. Mais le truc des 5 pêcheurs, là, c'est trop stylé.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff.
Bazar.
Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
Ouais, en effet. Oh bah, il est pas loin du tout.
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here?
Ça va?
Did
arrive.
something happen?
Ça va, toi?
The missing person from your commission.
Oula.
Could you describe them to me?
Oula. Oula. On va encore retrouver quelqu'un de canarien.
Oh, Young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that aren't there before.
The fuck?
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No,
No.
it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up. And I'm certain I've never met this person before.
Ouais, non, y a un truc chelou.
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
Hein?
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
C'est quoi cette merde?
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him,
Ah oui, oui,
could they
oui.
be fake too?
Putain,
Maybe they never knew him at all.
mais c'est horrible.
But why would he do something like that?
Surtout pour la fille, la merde, je sais plus son nom, qui était super proche de lui. Oh, si tout est faux, alors qu'elle a jamais eu de personnes proches comme ça, ce serait horrible.
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it.
Ah oui, le labo originel. Ouais, ouais, ça,
I am
c'est
the
bon, ça
only
me revient.
person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way.
Est-ce que l'œil est toujours en sécurité? C'est la question.
Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
Ouais, et si quelqu'un suit? Peut-être que le but de l'ordre de la vie est de pousser Dain à confirmer le lieu. Je le connais, il doit sans doute avoir pensé à cette possibilité. Ça voudrait donc dire qu'il a un plan. On te suit.
Of course.
J'adore Dain. Il est incroyable. Alors, où est-ce que tu l'as caché? Oh, c'est près du gouffre. Ok.
So you hid it way out here? Not a easy place to discover, that's for sure.
Oh, il y a encore un truc chelou.
Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait.
Dain! Ça va?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Oh là là! Non, hein. Ouf, j'aime pas ça. Faites pas de mal à Dain, s'il vous plaît. Pas Dain. Ouais. Nice. C'est protégé. Lieu de révélation. Ouh. Ouh, ça va être fun. L'ambiance. What the hell? C'est toujours les mêmes genres de structures, ça me termine. Avec des bougies. Cette architecture là qui est... Honnêtement, ça ressemble à aucune autre nation. Je sais pas. Oh, il y a des champis.
Solidify!
Allez, one shot.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Il y a des mécanismes. Oh! Hi! Ah!
The wind rises.
Je vous emmerde. Un coffre? On dirait un leurre. Mais en tout cas, c'est toujours très
Too slow.
stylé. Ah,
Quit following me.
un garde des ruines. Pour le fight. C'est vite fait. Oh, c'est beau. C'est très bien protégé, hein, on va pas se mytho. Oh, est-ce qu'il faut bouger les lumières? Ce serait très stylé. Alors, que puis-je faire pour vous?
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light.
Voilà.
That should unlock the mechanism.
Alors. Ok. Ok. Ah, celui-là il va être... Ah bah non. Voilà.
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Nice. Il y a beaucoup de brouillard, il y a beaucoup de... Oh, la statue, quoi. Les statues. Wow.
Looks like we can't go any further.
On va se faire...
Be on
Let's
your
have a think.
guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
ambush. C'était sûr.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Ouais, bien protégé, mon cul.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Stabilize!
Non, non.
The fuse is lit!
Non. Arrête.
Upon the gale.
Voilà. Ça, c'est bon.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here.
Oh putain, il a l'air pas bien.
Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Il est vraiment pas bien.
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Putain.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to
Ouais,
that
ce que
sort of
j'allais
thing.
dire. Il est
Byron
sensible.
doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place.
Et toi?
The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Ok, mais fais attention à toi. Hein. Bon, en soi, il est immortel, mais bon. Il est pas immunisé à la folie ou... Mais oui, quelque chose cloche, mais... Ce shot... Oh, ce shot! Dane? Ok. C'est pas une cutscene, mais... The fuck? Il y a quelqu'un qui t'approche, qui fait beaucoup de petites particules. Oh, le shot est sublime! Les shots sont de plus en plus beaux dans Genshin, hors cutscene. Les effets de flou.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Ever! Oh, le bâtard! C'est quoi cette épée de fou malade?
You risked your safety. And that of the eye.
Oh bordel!
That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom.
Oh non, vous battez pas.
Better that I face you alone.
Oh non, vous battez pas.
I know you must have a lot to say. But if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
Je vous jure que je m'attendais tout sauf à ça. Moi, je pensais que ça allait être genre un des 5 pêcheurs, celui qu'on avait entendu, son frère aîné, un truc comme ça. Pour moi, celle-là, c'est pire. C'est ever. Non, c'est... Oh, non, Bébou. Il veut pas te battre. Il a pas le choix. What the fuck? C'était pas une cutscene, mais il s'améliore sur les... Je le dirai à chaque fois, à chaque nouvelle
The
quête.
Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack.
On y va, on y va.
We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
Les animations, que ce soit du corps ou du visage, les shots, les mouvements de caméra, les flous. Non, vraiment, c'est... Oh fuck.
Hey, look at those hilichurls over there.
Oui.
Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Maintenant, de voir des villagers comme ça me rappelle Caribert, c'est horrible.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun.
Ever, ever.
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now?
C'était la voix d'Ever, non? Ou je
It
suis...
sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilichurls in some way? Oh, this is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
Pour moi, cette voix, c'était Ever, mais... Au minorité. Ouais, je réagisse même pas. Je leur ai piqué leurs fruits. Je suis une connasse.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too. The hilichurls are calm.
Ouais, encore non.
You see, we're both still here.
C'est Ever, c'est Ever.
I've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Je trouve ça vraiment bizarre que Lomi ne réagisse pas.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered, "Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story.
J'ai peut-être totalement tort, mais je sais pas, on dirait ça.
Well,
oui.
now that the hilichurls have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least.
Je réussis toujours bien à reconnaître les voix. Ça, c'est un... ça, c'est un de mes skills nuls. Mais genre, je reconnais toujours les voix. Et pour moi, c'est la voix des autres.
Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
J'étais pas sûre qu'on allait le voir tout court. Je leur pique encore leurs fruits. Je suis un monstre. Mais j'étais pas sûre qu'on verrait
Swollen Fury.
enquête. Mais le voir
Search for it.
aussitôt. Bah voilà les gars. Ça, c'était pas sur mon bingo. Je vais parler au maire.
Grandpa Medea, is everyone all right? The Abyss Order seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Hmm? Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from Vimara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. you posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again.
Non, 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 non.
At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should try asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea. Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again?
Bah, on va aller voir les autres, mais...
You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Putain, j'espère que Dain, ça va. Dain avait l'air brisé de devoir se battre contre Ever, c'était horrible. C'est le même mec, ouais, c'est le même mec qu'on avait vu au début. Oh,
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing?
Il est où?
Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
The fuck?
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just saw him?
Donc c'est peut-être quelqu'un qui n'avait pas du tout disparu, mais attends, pourquoi?
Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
Non, je pense pas. Hein. Avec tout ce que Dain nous a raconté sur les anomalies de ligne énergétique, il est probable que les souvenirs aient été effacés. De bien réfléchir. Donc ça, non.
If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain why the villagers said he hadn't gone missing.
Non. On est dans le souvenir de quelqu'un?
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now.
Non, je crois pas.
Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him. Because there's been a change in people's memories.
Dans tous les cas, il y a un truc comme ça.
Baram still remembers him. He just forgot about the fact that this person went missing.
Pas faux. Dans le souvenir de quelqu'un?
Right.
Okay.
Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all.
Ok, donc on peut retrouver ça.
Right.
D'accord.
If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is. Good idea. That'll help us narrow things down. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to...
Implémenter des souvenirs dans l'esprit des autres.
Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
Les nouveaux souvenirs implantés ne s'intègrent sans doute pas parfaitement avec ceux qui sont déjà là. Il doit y avoir un moyen de savoir.
All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But I'm still not sure if they're restricted to this location. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that are implanted into the mind. Perhaps it has something to do with time.
C'est le temps. C'est cool.
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! even changed a bit. That must mean time isn't passing. That's the tell of the fake memories. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off. Like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
Si on prend en compte cet élément, est-ce qu'on sait déjà, il est assez facile de savoir à qui ce souvenir appartient. À Atossa. À Atossa.
The color of the sky
Oui.
coincides with the moment in time she described. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. Could it be that it's happened more than once? We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out we're at a moment in time before the village issued the commission.
C'est Atossa.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atossa described!
Don't come to think of it. Every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atossa's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be!
J'aurais dû m'en douter quand... Mais oui, dans un truc d'histoire spéciale, la map est limitée. J'aurais dû m'en douter. C'était ça aussi la dernière fois quand on était dans les souvenirs. Oh, la tenue, ça incarne rien. Ça incarne rien, bro.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
C'est un canrien. C'est un pure-blooded canrien. Il a les yeux, il a la tenue.
You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Attends, t'es qui? Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
De l'avoir déjà.
Oh, right! This version of Atossa hasn't met us yet!
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me.
Attends, bro, qu'est-ce que tu...
So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atossa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Donc à chaque fois il est là, il aide beaucoup les gens, il les écoute. Mais c'est quoi son but? Enfin, et même d'où il vient? C'est un mec du présent? C'est quoi le délire?
It's nice to see you, traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Oh, t'es qui? Je sais pas si c'est Clothar plus jeune ou si c'est Caribert. Oh putain. Clothar a dit à la fin de la quête que Caribert allait être un des fils du destin. Je pense que c'est Caribert. Si c'est Caribert, ça veut dire qu'il est pas mort. C'est pas lui.
Dane's brother. one of the 5 sinners of Conria. The one who stole the power of the Abyss.
Un personnage comme ça, en plus, je pense pas qu'il aura un tel design.
The founder of the Abyss Order. The man who broke the curse of immortality.
C'est carré.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're
C'est carré.
Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
Waouh! Oh, je suis trop émue! Oh non! Après la dernière quête, je suis trop... Enfin, je vais pas m'emballer parce que si ça se trouve, il est pas entre guillemets réel ou quoi. Je sais pas en fait, je comprends pas là.
Ah, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Il a le foulard de sa mère. Au secours. Oh waouh. Les gars, je sais pas lire le langage de tes vattes. Non, vous êtes sérieux là? Vous foutez juste ça comme ça et vous mettez pas de traduction? Pourquoi ce chargement de fou là? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Hein? Qu'est-ce qui se passe? C'est sublime. Les gars, je suis sur le cul. Oh, attends. Cet endroit, on dirait l'endroit spécial de Sumeru, là. L'endroit où Jet avait vu... C'était un truc dans le désert de Sumeru. C'était un truc avec le perso non jouable, le NPC Jet. C'est très similaire, on dirait ça. Mais pas exactement le même endroit. Ça va?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know.
Ok, ouais, non, c'est ce que je me disais.
It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
Il est trop mimes, en tout cas, il est adorable. Genre, vraiment, je comprends tout ce truc adorable. Mais ouais, non, c'est vrai que son père avait dit qu'il ferait partie des fils du destin. Et en plus, il lui est arrivé un truc après qu'il ait retiré son masque là en tant que Liturle. Il était un peu comme ensorcelé par le pouvoir de l'abîme, le pouvoir du pêcheur du coup. Donc ouais, non, il est devenu une partie des lignes énergétiques en fait. Et les fils du destin, ouais, ils n'existent plus dans le monde réel. Mais c'est beau. C'est une occasion. Oh, je veux lui demander les deux. Genre, je sais pas ce qui lui est arrivé, mais...
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension.
Bah oui, en même temps, il a été ramené après que son père ait vénéré le Sinner, alors...
Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction.
Oh no.
In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
C'est pire, c'est pas lui qui est présent dans tes trucs de rêve ou quoi, non, non. Il est mort, il est mort. Il est vraiment... C'est qu'une part... C'est qu'un... Un reste de lui. Non. C'est horrible.
As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines.
Ah.
In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world.
Donc c'était la source des...
Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation.
Okay.
After all, its existence cost me my life.
Les souvenirs que Dain a vus lui ont été implantés par Caribert grâce au fil du dessin incomplet. Ça tombe sous le sens, mais pourquoi il a été jusqu'à se lier d'amitié avec les villages?
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
Putain. C'est donc pour cette... Y a-t-il vraiment un sens à cette action? Goosebumps. Oui, d'une certaine manière. Les souvenirs, c'est puissant. Être et rester dans les souvenirs de quelqu'un, même si tu n'es pas là, c'est quelque chose. D'une certaine manière, c'est continuer à vivre.
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless?
Non, non, moi je te comprends vraiment.
But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me.
Oui, ça fait sens. Il a juste vécu peu de temps en tant qu'enfant.
Chief Amadea, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa.
Vous voulez que je chiale? Je veux pas chialer aujourd'hui.
What would
ok?
it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village.
Oh, j'ai tellement mal pour lui. Déjà que l'histoire a été triste dans la quête, première quête Caribert, vraiment, mais là... Mais je pensais pas qu'on le reverrait vraiment.
I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life.
C'était des petites poupées. Je me doutais que c'était des poupées, mais je comprenais pas.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been, one memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid.
Non, vraiment pas.
After all, my life ended a long time ago.
Si ta conscience reste quelque part, même une partie, pas vraiment mort.
Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
Il avait que 8 ans.
Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
Au bout du compte, tout remonte à la tragédie qui s'est produite à Camria. savez, ils sont tous à votre recherche.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me.
Je comprends. Même si ce n'était que dans leurs souvenirs, votre existence les rencontrait beaucoup. Ils croient tout ce que vous avez vécu parmi eux.
I know.
Maintenant que je vous ai trouvé, continuons notre conversation plus tard. Dane a encore besoin de mon aide.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this
Oula.
can only mean one thing.
J'ai peur. Quoi?
The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Quoi? Ça veut dire que l'ordre de l'eb... Ever. Non. Putain, Ever. C'est pas vrai. Il a battu Dane?
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the prince. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan.
Dane ne m'a jamais remis.
That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already.
Oh putain, mais oui, il travaille quand même avec l'abîme. Il travaille contre Dane. Putain, Caribert, fais chier. Il a implanté un faux souvenir, tu casses les couilles. Quand t'as
Before
fait
you
ça?
two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Donc là, il avait le souvenir qu'il lui a remis avant d'entrer.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took... I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Alors attends, c'est pour le bien de l'abîme et c'est contre Dane ou c'est juste parce que t'as besoin des fils du dessin? Dane avait l'œil sur lui pendant tout ce temps, jusqu'à ce que l'ordre de l'abîme ne lui prenne. On n'aurait rien pu faire de toute façon. Et qu'est-ce que tu vas faire
I
avec?
promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved.
Oui.
You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster.
Oui, je me
That
souviens.
story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple, to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest. To implant a specific memory into the minds of the Hillagirls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything, it was the story of us.
J'ai donc eu tort. Ce n'était pas Ever, ce n'était pas la voix des heures, c'était la voix de Caribert. Bon, pour ma défense, je trouve que les voix se ressemblent. Mais, ok. D'accord. J'y allais. J'ai tellement envie d'y aller, là. C'est l'histoire de Caribert qui a apaisé les... Il était dans son... Il aurait pu changer le monde avec les filles du destin, mais la seule chose qu'il souhaitait était d'offrir un moment de réconfort.
I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer.
Celle-là, c'était clairement pas un
All
succès.
that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago.
Non. Non.
My goal was the one
No.
thing that allowed me to hold on all this time.
Non, non, ne t'en... Non, il va disparaître. S'il disparaît, je me roule. Je me mets en boule par terre.
But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Non.
Looks like I was too late to see Caribert one last time. Caribert's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation?
Quoi? Vous voulez me détruire?
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years.
Tu veux faire quoi avec les filles du destin?
The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken.
Quoi? Ils sommeillent
Yes. For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity.
Donc la dernière fois, ils ont déclenché le catalysme. Qu'est-ce qui va se passer quand ils vont se réveiller? Ils vont faire... Allez, boum. une bombe partout. Une météorite. Sur toutes les nations. Non mais...
Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Oui?
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Caribert. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful.
Stop.
Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit.
C'est vrai.
He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist?
The Heavenly Principle.
Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the Heavenly Principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words. Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Là, c'est Lumine. Ce n'est pas en perso, c'est Lumine.
There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
Elle veut juste passer le moment avec son
There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
C'est pour me tuer. Allez.
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
L'endroit
This
se
space has lost
fracture.
its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much
Waouh,
longer.
waouh, waouh. Il faut
In
partir, les gars,
fact,
là.
aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Caribert gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
Non, non. On va pas se souvenir de Car... Putain. Me dis pas que Caribert va être supprimé des souvenirs, je me... Et elle va pas se souvenir de cette interaction avec Ever. Je vais péter un câble.
Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
Faut aller manger ses morts.
You're
là.
only telling me this now?
Ouais. Dans ce cas, on t'aurait même pas parlé en fait. Putain, l'effet ouf.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
Elle s'en souvient.
Really? What a score!
Elle s'en souvient.
Well, what happened after that?
Ok. Ouais. Oh, super, putain. Bon, moi, elle se souvient des infos importantes, mais la conversation avec Ever. C'est la fatigue. Oh. Si j'avais perdu quelque chose. Lol.
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Non.
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers.
Donc ils sont...
So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, apparently.
C'est la dernière image qu'il aura laissée.
And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner.
Ne l'oubliez pas cette fois-ci.
Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now.
Personne n'essaiera d'altérer les souvenirs du village. Caribert est parti, les films et dessins sont désormais entiers.
Paimon wonders how Atos is doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
Elle avait l'air super attachée à lui et puis c'était la seule personne à qui elle pouvait se confier, etc. Elle doit être triste. Elle doit sûrement être heureuse pour lui aussi, mais elle doit être triste.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important.
Il voulait vous aussi.
It's...
Oh! The fuck? Ok, super.
Can't believe... It's funny, but... I have this feeling he told me the same thing. I just can't seem to remember when. I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. Life is made up of a series of memories. As long as I hold on to our time together, he'll always be a part of my life. I'm just happy I got to meet him. So, who cares what happens in the future, right?
J'ai trop envie. Oh.
Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I?
Oh. C'est pas ça. Si tu savais, ça n'a rien à voir.
Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye?
Il a ses raisons.
You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious.
Si les gens savaient l'histoire. Putain. Mais ouais, hein, en effet, elle avait un crush sur
And
lui.
you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
Il n'est plus là.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
Je m'en souviens pas. J'ai l'impression d'avoir quelque chose dans ma poche.
A picture? Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see!
Oh mon dieu! Oh mon dieu! Caribert, putain, t'es un ange! C'est pas juste. C'est pas juste, ok? Il méritait une vie. Il méritait... C'est pas juste. C'est adorable. Ils sont adorables. Ils sont adorables. Bébou! Ça y est, c'est Bébou. Vous devez bien vous entendre tous les deux. Les mains sur les... Oh non, on a la photo. Nouvelle aventure en Atlan. Oui, c'est la suite pour moi. On a la photo, mec. Photo de groupe de tête inconnue. Attends. Comment il a fait? Parce qu'il était capable de mettre des souvenirs, mais pas des choses matérielles. Il pouvait pas altérer la réalité. Comment il a créé cette photo? Putain, c'est incroyable. Oh là là, les gars, je suis mal là. Bah putain. C'est de la folie là. Bon, du coup, Dane, bon bah, il est ressorti blessé de... En fait, moi ce qui me perturbe le plus là dans Genshin, c'est vraiment de plus en plus, l'abîme, ça a toujours été l'ennemi. Mais ils se battent contre les Heavenly Principles. Et par contre, voilà, l'ordre divin, on sait depuis le début que... ils sont comme ça. Parce que, forcément, ils ont détruit Canria. Genre... Ils ont détruit Canria, il y a eu le cataclysme, voilà, c'est... En fait, c'est ultra difficile de mettre un gentil méchant dans l'histoire. Surtout quand ça dépend beaucoup des perspectives. Il y a des côtés où c'est subjectif. Parce que par exemple, voilà, autant l'abîme, du coup, Heather, il se bat contre les trucs des Heavenly Principles. Donc pour Canria, mais il est contre ceux qui restent de Canria quand même, genre Dane. En plus, il y a le truc des 5 sinners là. Oh putain, je suis désolée pour le franglish, j'ai trop l'habitude. Les 5 pêcheurs, oui, de Canria. Il y a tout un truc. Mais l'ordre divin, la relation de l'ordre divin par rapport aux archons, déjà, ça c'est tellement flou, c'est tellement complexe, putain, genre vraiment. Ordre divin, archon, l'ordre de l'abîme, les canariens qui restent. Les fatouilles. Les fatouilles, en soi, c'est une organisation qu'on peut dire mauvaise, puisqu'en soi, c'est une organisation qui utilise la force. Voilà, donc on peut l'appeler comme ça. Mais c'est quoi le but de la Tsarita? C'est de réunir tous les Gnosis. Pourquoi? C'était pas justement contre les Heavenly Principles? Il y a tout un truc, j'avoue, je me souviens pas de tout. Parce que bon bah, mon stat, ça remonte. Et ouais, forcément à mon stade, c'était le premier arc de Genshin, on nous a expliqué beaucoup de choses. Et en plus, voilà, il y a toutes les... Il y a tous les groupes. Fatui, Five Sinners, je sais pas si ça peut être compté comme un groupe, mais bon voilà. Il y a quand même le Hexen Circle, n'oublions pas ça. Non ouais, vraiment, c'est... Oh, écoutez, putain, c'est aussi perturbant que le Lord of FNAF, what the fuck. C'est énorme. C'est énorme. Bon, écoutez, du coup, on va s'arrêter là pour cette quête-là. Et du coup, la prochaine, sur la liste, ce sera Natlan. Voilà. Je vais commencer à record dans la foulée, je pense, donc vous verrez le même setup, etc. Bref, mais voilà, merci beaucoup d'avoir regardé cette vidéo, j'espère qu'elle vous aura plu. Et bon bah du coup, on se retrouve pour la prochaine vidéo Genshin. Voilà. Je suis un mess. Bye bye les gens, mic drop. Salut, salut.